Sup peeps, my name's Ian and I sell books on eBay. Busy weekend, busy-ish, a few different things going on. I had 3 pickups, one for some DVDs, my usual for all my paperbacks, mass market stuff, and then I had one wee bonus one which I'll tell you about in a wee while. Because of that, place is jammed just now, so I don't have my usual space for packing up. So I thought what I would do is have a wee run through what's gone out, show you a little bit of what I picked up over the weekend, and then I'm going to do all the packing afterwards because I need to get some stuff listed to clear some space before I do that this morning and get them all sent off to the post office. So without further ado, let's have a look at the sales from yesterday. I've already got 2 bags full of stuff that sold Friday evening and through Saturday, and a bit of Sunday morning stuff. But this is everything that's really gone out since about, where are we, kind of 10 o'clock yesterday morning, and all the way through. Mostly books, a couple of non-book things that I might show you, but mostly it is books. So let's crack on. First up, I'll just duck down and grab them, show you. We've got 3 Michael Connelly books, a couple of paperbacks, Law of Innocence, Fair Warning, and a hardcover, The Dark Hours, and they sold for, including postage, £10.61. Next up, we have, where are they? Some more thrillers. 2 David Baldacci this time. We've got Long Shadows and The Last Mile, and the 2 of them went for £8.15, including postage. Right, next. I think last week I said I've had these for ages and haven't sold any until I got a wee bundle out, and now there's some more gone. So we've got 2 lots of these, but this is the first one. I think it's these ones. There we go. Jacqueline Wilson. 5 Jacqueline Wilson books, £9.62. Kids books, I'll usually just grab these. There's some places where they do 5, 7, even 10 for £1. So when I see the likes of those and your David Walliams and Beast Quest and all these things, I'll just grab a bundle when they're there. So that was the first lot, £9.62 for 5 of those. Moving from one pile to another. Next we've got, actually sold a couple of these as well. Just let me get to them. Jigsaws! So another thing, I only ever grab them if they're really cheap, or in fact this is a bundle that were just given to me because somebody was having a clear out, and that went for £10.64. That's including postage. Oh, a nice free couple of quid. Then we've got a pair of Wrangler jeans, new with tags, Texas stretch, size, was it 42 waist, 30 legs, so a bit of an unusual size, and new with tags. They sold for £48.65. That was 45 quid plus the postage, so that was quite nice. I think I paid a fiver for those a couple of weeks ago. Next, for £9.22, 4 Sebastian Faulks books. I had adjusted my prices on a few things and hadn't realised that I put the hardcover prices down, so these basically went for like £1.99 each, but a 30% discount. So week in December, where my heart used to be beat even, Devil May Care and A Possible Life. So I saw there was a couple of hardcovers there. I thought, oh no, that's going to be expensive postage, but they should come in just under the 2 kilos, so that will just be the normal postage cost in those. So let's say £9.22 for those 4. Somebody's getting themselves a nice wee deal there. Next, I don't make up bundles very often, but sometimes I do. I'd grabbed a few of these, you know, kind of adult Ladybird books. And suddenly I had 7 different ones. I've got a few more, but 7 different ones. So I thought, let's chuck them into a bundle. So I said £6 plus postage for 7 books. And they sold. So £9.65 for those 7 books. So they went really quickly. I've only had them listed a few days. So I'll be grabbing some more of those when I see them and just getting them bundled up. Again, it's probably time of year, so they're kind of gift type items, but I'll take it. I will have paid 25p each for them, so that's £1.75, and then I'm selling them for £6 plus the post, so it's not exactly a massive profit, but the likes of that listing, I didn't put it on as promoted. I just let it sit there, so I've not paid any additional fees. Next, some vintage Leo Kessler, a couple of hardcovers and a little paperback, and they sold for buy 2 get 1 free, so the total price for that was £19.65, so that's a few bundles of those I've sold now. Well worth keeping your eyes open for, etc. Next we've got 1984, George Orwell. That went for £6.50 in total. It's going international, so I had this listed for a £5, this particular one, and they offered me £2.85, so I figured it's going international, they're going to be paying eBay a whole load for postage on top of just my normal postage cost, so I just accepted the offer. £6.50 back for one little book. To be honest, I'm quite happy to take that. Next, something I've not sold in a while. A stack of George Martin. So we've got, what is that? Steel and Snow, Blood and Gold, Dreams and Dust, A Feast for Crows, and After the Feast. So 5 George Martin books, and they're all big beasts, unfortunately, which means they will be expensive to post, but £13.40 for that lot. So, you know, still making a couple of quid. Next we have our other Cullen Wilson bundle. So another 5 of those and another £9.62. So I'm happy to take it. Right, what else have we got here? We have got 3 Wimpy Kid books. Again, like the Jacqueline Wilson and David Walliams and all the others. See them, grab them. They don't sell for a lot of money, but they do sell, you know, fairly consistently, shall we say. £8.65 for the 3 of those. That's including postage, obviously. And that's, again, buy 2 get 1 free. That's going in that one. Everything I Know About Love, Dolly Alderton. That went for £7.35, including postage. So the actual sale list price was £3.70. So that's not been up too long. So I saw that one, I just thought that looks like a book that will sell. Do you ever get that kind of feeling? Anyway, it's there. Then we have a Warhammer, Space Marines. So I got a wee stack of these a few weeks ago now. There's only a handful left, but this was one that really wasn't worth anything. So this sold for £1.99 plus postage, so £5.64 for that little beast. And then we have a wee mixed bundle, not too mixed, but a little bit mixed. It's Thursday Murder Club, Richard Osman, then 2 Lisa Jules, The Family Upstairs, and Invisible Girl. And the 3 of those sold for £9.65. So it's keeping me at my £10 bundles that I like. Alright, can't show you this one because it was already wrapped. Yu-Gi-Oh! PS1 game. Sold previously, and then I got a return request, found it cheaper elsewhere, so they sent it back. Which is annoying because it cost me pennies in the first place, but now I've paid postage out and postage back, so I'm actually about £8 into this. It sold for £14 plus postage, so £17.35. I get it for that. If it comes back again, it's going in the bin, because at that point it's cost me like £15 to buy this, so I won't be doing anything further with it. So I'm hoping that goes out and stays out. I'll be a bit annoyed if it don't. And the last little order is yet another jigsaw, a Wasgage, new and sealed. I actually did buy this one. I think I paid £2 for it. So I don't usually, but in this case, because it was new and sealed, I did figure we're coming up with Christmas, we'll get something, and that went for £13.65 all in. I think I had it listed for like £12 plus postage. Somebody made me an offer. I'll take it. £2 into a tenner. It wasn't promoted again, so I'm just paying my basic eBay fees, which works out about 15%, so that makes it worth my while, because I've got to pay the eBay fees, the VAT's got to come off of that, you know, all of these things, so make a couple of quid on it. Right, that be the sales that I need to get packed up and put out this morning. So coffee break. Lovely. Pickups at the weekend. So my boy, he was going to his pals to a driving range that's down the road, that's like 2 minutes away from the place where I would go and get my DVDs. And I don't go there very often because it's a wee bit, it's only a few miles away, but it's a wee bit out the way, so I only drop in when I'm in that area anyway to do something. So he was there, they were playing at 5 o'clock, so I thought, right, so until 5:30, I'll nick over and see if they've got anything left. It's the end of the day on a Saturday, so I didn't hold out too much hope. But, just going to show you this because I can. Right. Paid £4 and I got a stack of Disney to add to my Disney listing. One stack of Klasky Things to add to my Klasky Things listing. So, you know, we've got Les Mis, Beaches, War of the Roses, some Fred Astaire thing, Bob Hope and Bing Crosby, Cool Runnings, Ghostbusters, Stardust, Water for Elephants, Some of All Fears, Walk the Line, Body of Lies, a bit of Shrek, Predators, Starter for 10, £7, Mrs. Henderson, Darkest Hour, The Queen, Ocean's 13. Now, not necessarily classics, but not modern films. And then we also got, indeed, we did also get Bullet, Popeye, How to Marry a Millionaire, The Jazz Singer, Best Friend's Wedding, Campaign, Shrek 3, Bucket List, Inside Man, Project X, Erin Brockovich, Philomena, I, Robot, Kung Fu Panda, a wee Downton Abbey box set, I think it's series 1 and 2, MI2, King's Speech, Coco Before Chanel, Beowulf, Semi-Pro, Being Julia, and another copy of The Queen. Back again. And finally, just a few kind of random bits. So some kiddie cartoon ones, Daredevil vs Spider-Man, Hulk vs Thor, an Adventure Time box set, Avengers the movie, Batman, and Ultimate Avengers the movie. That might actually be exactly the same as the other one, just not in a cardboard sleeve. I'm holding them out of shot. So a few random ones, and then a few for the musicals. Annie, The Music Man, Slumdog. One for my superheroes, bit of X-Men, and one for the horrors, Black Sheep. So, nothing crazy exciting in amongst that lot, but £4. That was actually, I got 2 Jeffrey Archer books as well, 2 Jeffrey Archer hardcovers, which cost £1, so £3 actually for all of those DVDs. Add them to my listings, sell them for like £1.50, £2 each, but people multi-buy them so they get a discount, and I just like to keep those listings well topped up. So if you've got access to cheap DVDs, that works quite well. Typically I've got maybe a few hundred DVDs stacked up under those categories, so like classic movies, horror, Disney, musicals, superheroes, and I'll do a couple £100 in sales a month off of those DVDs, so it's not crazy money, but it's 50 quid in my pocket that I wouldn't have otherwise. Another coffee break. Right. Last thing. Oh, no, sorry, not last thing. I did go in and grab my usual pickups. Got a couple hundred books. So not a massive haul, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 Clive Cussler paperbacks. That's good. That's a good way to pick things up. I like it when I get a big bunch like that because that'll be super quick to update my listing. And Clive Cussler sells quite well. I also got about 15 David Baldacci, so another good chunk all in one go. And then lots of other kind of randoms, 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s of other authors. Ian Banks, Geoffrey Deaver, David Williams, got a good bundle of Edward Marston, a bit of Diane Gabaldon, some Richard Osman, James Patterson, just all the usual bread and butter. A few standalones picked up within that lot as well. So quite a good pickup. I've not listed any of them yet. I might stick a whole load of them in a box and add it to my 20 kilos worth of paperbacks things. Was there anything else interesting from that? No, there wasn't. I've not really sorted through it yet. I've got a small stack of kind of individual books that I thought might be a bit more interesting, but I've not looked at them. I've not done anything with them to see whether or not they have any real value. But, and this is the last thing, I promise, I had another pickup and I paid 15 quid. £15 for this lot. And I thought, oh, that's some nice books in there. A few of them will be worth £5-10 each, so I should make a nice profit on that. I thought maybe £150-200 I might actually get for the whole lot once it's done. I was wrong. I was. It was a big stack of Folio Society books. So if you're not familiar with the Folio Society, they take classic books and they put them in really nice bindings. Usually they're illustrated. They'll put them into slipcases, yada yada yada. Buy them new, 50, 60, £100, some silly prices. But they hold their value quite well as second-hand books. So, a £60 book, you're still going to get a tenner for it, second-hand. So that's reasonably good. That's what I was expecting. However, I'll show you a few. Right, we've got The Jewel in the Crown. So Paul Scott's, this is part of the Raj Quartet. And we've got another one. And another one. And another one. So the Raj Quartet, it doesn't have its slipcase, but even without, they sell for about 60 quid. Quite nice. We also got, excuse me, Robert Louis Stevenson. That's it, The Isle of Voices and Other Stories. Again, you can see they're beautifully bound. Really, really nice. That one is in its slipcase. 30-40 quid. The Good Man of Paris. Now this is more typical of what I was expecting. Sells for about 8 quid. That's what I thought I was getting. Death Comes for the Archbishop. Willa Cather. I think I'm saying that right. Again, beautiful book. 30 quid. The Mandarins. It's bound all the way around. They're gorgeous books, really collectible. I'm hoping they'll be popular gifts wise. Again, 20-30 quid for that one. And more. and more. 40 notes on that one. And more, David Niven, Moon's a Balloon, 20 quid on that one. Gabriel Garcia Marquez, 100 Years of Solitude. There you go, you can see that there. Beautiful slipcase on that one. And again, beautifully bound as they go. £120. And there's more. I've got another big stack or two. They're so heavy, I'm not lugging them about. So, went through them all. I've got rough prices on most of them. I've listed, the ones I've showed you there I've already listed, and they're listed up total for about 350 quid, and I've got about another £700 worth stock value sitting over by. There's book sets, Tolstoy's stories, which is I think about 80 quid on its own, Rudyard Kipling, British, French, American short story compilation. There's just an absolute stack of them. Some of them will sit for a while before they sell. I do have other Folio Society books which haven't sold yet. They are sitting for a while. But round about £1,100 worth of books for that £15 investment, which is just utterly ridiculous. If it had been off a private buyer, I would be giving them more money, because that's right, but it wasn't. It was from a smart arse in a shop who thought they were really clever, selling all those books and making a fast buck. So I'll take the profit, and I will be back in spending more money with them, so they'll get their bit there. But that's been a fantastic pickup. You don't get anything like that very often, so when it comes around, embrace it, and it might just save Christmas. So, Folio Society books, how to turn 15 quid into £1,000. Well, let's say a tenner into £1,000. I'll say it's a tenner for the thumbnail, just because it sounds better, innit? Tenner to £1,000. But yeah, that's what I've been doing this weekend. Reasonably profitable for the sales that have gone out. Still, not earning a living off of it or anything, but it's been up a wee bit over what it has been recently, but still hasn't taken me above that £100 a day average in sales. There still seems to be that kind of level that I can't get above. 1 wee day above it, and then you're back down at 70 quid to balance it out. So hopefully a few higher value items there. A couple of them can go out. We'll see if they go out and then the rest of the sales stop, or whether they can go out and be an addition to what my normal daily sales would be and give us a wee bit more income coming into it. Anyway, that's all. Monday morning's over. Let's wait until Tuesday for the next one, eh? Right. Love you. See ya. Bye.